Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got another crazy current events video. I know a lot of people have been asking for this. I'm sorry I haven't had these up because I've been busy with just a lot of other projects, but I will start having these videos up regularly again. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my crazy current events series, this is a series in which I cover really ridiculous stories and I give my reaction to them while playing video games in the background. And I have an entire series on this in a playlist. I'll have that playlist linked at the end of the video if you want to check it out. But anyways, on this story, we have something that I actually thought at first was fake. Now, a few days ago, I actually saw one or two articles pop up about this crazy guy, what's this guy's name? Caleb Burchick. And I thought that the story was fake. So I waited a few days, more and more articles are popping up, and this is very much real. Now, what is this guy accused of? What has happened? You read the title of this video correctly. This guy had sent his former employer a friend request on Facebook, wanting to be friends with him. Everything seems normal, right? Well, from everything that we've read, everything that we know about this story, what apparently happened is the employer did not accept the friend request. Now, I haven't found any word on him actually deleting the friend request, just simply that he didn't add him, which he probably had a bunch of friend requests already. You know, people get a lot of friend requests, on social media. They just don't accept them. Doesn't mean they have something against the person. They eventually get to them. But apparently this guy, his boss, his former boss, did not accept his friend request. This guy, Caleb, got furious at that. He waited 2 days, and his friend request was not accepted. So what ended up happening is he started sending him a bunch of threatening messages on Facebook, telling him to accept his friend request or he's going to do some severe damage to his family. I don't want to say what he said. I'll have the article linked down below, but he said some pretty nasty things. And what ended up happening is when he got no response, he ended up driving to his former employer's house. He actually kicked in the door. And at that point, he was arrested. The people in the house had actually called the police to report a burglary in progress. They thought that it was a burglary. They didn't even think that it was this guy. Cops came, arrested this guy, and let me have a picture of this guy up on the screen right now. So this guy's facing numerous charges right now, and from the picture itself, he even looks like he's smiling. This guy's a psycho. Let's read the story here down below, because I still can't believe this. I cannot believe that this is real. A U.S. man is due in court for a hearing on charges that he threatened to kill his former boss after he didn't accept his Facebook friend request. Caleb Burchick, 29, had reached out to his old employer with an invitation to become virtual pals on Christmas Eve. However, when the man did not reply to his Facebook friend request, Burchick went to his dad's house where he's accused of kicking in the front door. So he went to his employer's family's home, and he kicked in the front door. And all of this because of a Facebook friend request. I still can't believe it. Police say Burchick started sending aggressive Facebook messages, according to an affidavit of probable cause. Now, probable cause in the U.S., that is grounds for searching someone or arresting somebody. So police have probable cause to arrest him, and this is way more than enough probable cause. He threatened the man's life and warned him that he was going to come at him if he did not accept his Facebook friend request, the affidavit stated. Accept my Facebook friend request or I'm going to... You guys see it right there. Burchick wrote in a message to his ex-coworker, according to the affidavit. Security footage shows a man kicking in the front door of the house, and investigators later identified the man as Burchick, the affidavit states. Now, I don't know when his former employer had installed the security system, but working with this guy in the past, his employer probably knew that there was something off about this guy because this is his former employer. So this is the guy that employed him. So I can now kind of see why he didn't accept his Facebook friend request, and I can completely understand why he has a security camera system outside his house, but that's pretty much going to seal this guy's fate, because when the guy's on camera, the kicking in the front door, there's nothing that he can do about that. He can even have the best lawyer, there's nothing that's really going to be done about that. He's going to get guilty no matter what. Authorities said Burchick posted a photo of himself on Snapchat in a cap and vest with a message saying the victim's family would need a new door. Oh my god, what an idiot. What is this guy trying to accomplish? Driving to somebody's house, kicking in their front door because what? They didn't accept your Facebook friend request? So what would this guy do if somebody that was on his friends list deleted him? You know, after this guy is appearing in the news, now he's going to have a lot of people deleting him because people are not going to want to be on this guy's friends list, and they're not going to want people to check their friends list and see that they have this guy added. And how is this guy going to react when people start deleting him? If this guy goes this crazy over a Facebook friend request, I'm scared what else he might go crazy over. Surveillance footage from his former boss's home showed the man who kicked in the front door wearing an identical outfit, according to court documents obtained by the paper. So this guy was such a moron that not only did he go to the guy's house, kicked in the front door over the Facebook friend request, but he also posted it to Snapchat with a picture of himself saying that the victim's family would need a new door. And the crazy thing about this, guys, is that he's pleading not guilty. He is pleading not guilty to this. So let's see what there is against him. The Facebook messages, constant threats to his former employer on Facebook, security footage of him kicking in the front door, witnesses who also called the cops, and on top of that, him on Snapchat wearing the exact same outfit, saying, bragging about what he did. And he's pleading not guilty to this? He has no chance. What an idiot. The suspect's boss was not named in the documents. Good that they didn't name his name. He doesn't need that publicity. But on Burchick's Facebook profile, which has 550 friends. This guy has 550 friends. Well, he's going to have a lot of people deleting him now. It says he most recently worked as a wireline operator at GR Energy Services until March. Burchick was charged with felony counts of burglary and terrorizing in connection to the bizarre incident. He is due in court on January 27th for a hearing on the charges against him. And a felony charge in the US, that is usually with a minimum charge of 1 year in prison. So when you're charged with a felony, you get sent to prison, not to jail. Jail is the lesser of the two. Prison is much worse than jail. So this guy's being charged with felony counts of burglary and terrorizing in connection to the bizarre incident. Thankfully, though, from everything that I've read, and I read a few articles about this, he does not appear to, he hasn't hurt anyone, thankfully. The second that the people saw him kicking in the front door, he was probably yelling at the same time. Police were called. This idiot was arrested. Thankfully, nobody else got hurt. But now this guy could possibly serve a few years in prison. And for what? And, you know, he's going to go to prison and people are going to ask him, what are you in here for? And he's going to say that his former boss didn't accept his Facebook friend request, so he went to his boss's house and kicked in his door and then bragged about it on Snapchat. This is not stuff that you can make up. I still seriously can't believe that this is real. I'll have this article linked down below. And the thing about this story is all over the place. Mainstream media is now reporting it. Crazy. This guy's also probably ruined his life because he's going to have that reputation now. But let me know what you guys think down below. And this is one of the reasons that I don't use social media. You know, I just use YouTube and Twitter. That's it. Don't use Facebook. Don't use Instagram or Snapchat or any of that stuff. I personally, in my opinion, I don't like giving out my first and last name on these sites. A lot of crazy people on these sites. I also think there's privacy concerns with that. But that's just my opinion on why I don't use social media. But let me know what you guys think of this whole situation down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're new to my channel, you might subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.